Omega and James Bond have been linked together since GoldenEye in 1995, but this one takes that relationship in a completely different direction. This is the OMEGA Seamaster Diver 300M chronograph 007 First Light. And for the first time ever in Bond's Seamaster Diver 300M history, we have a chronograph. This watch was made for the new 007 First Light video game, where a young James Bond wears it during missions, and then Omega brought the same idea into the real world. You get a larger Seamaster case, a black ceramic wave dial, polished black ceramic bezel, polished black ceramic pushers, a bronze gold chronograph hand, and the caliber 9900 master chronometer movement, and a black, gray, and beige NATO strap that feels very Bond. So let's find out if this is just a fun gaming tie-in, or if Omega made a serious Seamaster chronograph that actually deserves the 007 name. Welcome everyone, it's Chris with the Little Treasury channel, where we bring you original and in-depth watch content at least once per week. And if you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be alerted as soon as we upload. I'm from Little Treasury Jewelers, which is located in Gambrills, Maryland, and it's where you go when you're in the know. And if you can't make it to our store, check out our cutting-edge, user-friendly website, littletreasury.com, which is linked to our inventory in real time. All watches that I review are for sale and can be purchased, so please see our website or see the description below to contact us. If you're just joining us now, I'll go over the watch's detailed measurements and features, then I'll offer my personal opinion at the end. In our last video, I reviewed the Doxa Sub 202 Caribbean, and that watch gave us the vintage Doxa dive watch personality with a smoked blue fume dial, wire texture, 200 meters of water resistance, and a slimmer case. If you want a real Swiss dive watch brand with history, but you want something more wearable and approachable than the professional sub models, this one's absolutely worth a look. Wrist check time. Today I'm wearing my Omega Seamaster No Time to Die Bond Edition, which is my favorite watch that I own. It's super light, it has a unique color scheme, and I love this bracelet so much that I even put it on my steel version of the blue Seamaster as well. Now tell me which watch you're wearing while you're watching the video, and make sure to tell me why. Now let's get on to the features. My measurements for the Seamaster 007 First Light are a 43mm case width, a 16.9mm thickness, a 52mm lug-to-lug, a 20.7mm lug width, a 32.1mm crystal diameter, and weighing in at 135.13 grams. The case is stainless steel with brushing and polish, and it uses the larger Seamaster Diver 300M chronograph case with the familiar twisted lugs and guarded crown profile. You also still get the helium escape valve at the 10 position, which keeps the full professional diver look intact. The crown is screwed down and it's at the 3 position with the Omega logo on the top. The chronograph pushers are at the 2 and 4 positions, and they are polished black ceramic. That is the one detail that gives the watch a different feel from the normal Seamaster chronograph. The crystal is domed sapphire with anti-reflective treatment on both sides. The bezel is unidirectional with a polished black ceramic insert and white enamel diving scale. You still get a proper dive bezel here, even though this is also a chronograph. Now let's go ahead and see how this bezel performs. This has that modern Seamaster bezel feel. The grip is really not wonderful, to be honest, and it's giving me a hard time here with my gloves, but the action is very solid and it looks great with the ceramic insert with the glossy black. So it is a great bezel. It's just not something I recommend turning with gloves on because it does make it quite the challenge. The dial is polished black ceramic with the signature Seamaster laser-engraved wave pattern. Around the outside, you have the white minute track printed into the dial. The markers are applied, rhodium-plated, and filled with white Super-LumiNova. Omega and the Omega logo can be found at the top middle portion with Seamaster in red underneath. The hour and minute hands are skeletonized and rhodium-plated with white Super-LumiNova. The central chronograph seconds hand is finished in PVD bronze gold, which gives the dial the main pop of color. At the 3 position, you have the combined 60-minute and 12-hour chronograph recorder. The subdial ring is finished in PVD bronze gold, so it ties directly into the chronograph seconds hand. At the 9 position, you have the running seconds subdial. The date window is at the 6th position, which keeps the dial balanced. Lume can be found on the hands, indices, and the pip of the bezel. The caseback is a waved edge screw-in caseback with sapphire crystal. Through the back you can see the caliber 9900, and the underside of the glass has the 007 First Light logo in black metallization. The movement is the Omega caliber 9900. It's automatic, it has a coaxial escapement, master chronometer certified, column wheel chronograph with vertical clutch, 54 joules, 28,800 beats per hour, 60 hours of power reserve from 2 barrels, anti-magnetic to 15,000 Gauss. It has hours, minutes, small seconds, date, center chronograph seconds, and the combined chronograph counter that can measure up to 12 hours. The strap is an exclusive black, gray, and beige NATO strap with the Seamaster buckle, plus 007 and First Light engravings on the keepers. The strap colors are clearly in the No Time to Die family, but with a different pattern made for the game. Omega also has 6 additional NATO strap choices available separately, each modeled after strap versions that are playable inside the game. The Seamaster Diver 300M chronograph 007 First Light is 300 meter water resistant, is a special but not limited edition, and currently lists for $9,400. Now for my personal opinion. I'm going to start off by saying this is a lot of watch. A larger chronograph is never going to disappear on your wrist, and it's definitely a little bit on the thick side, so you know that you're definitely wearing this piece. But I actually think that the size works with the concept here. This is not supposed to be a quiet little Bond watch. This is a gadget watch. It is a Seamaster chronograph that came out of a video game mission, and the whole thing feels larger than life in the best way. The black ceramic dial and black ceramic bezel look great together. You still get the classic Seamaster wave pattern, but the polished ceramic gives it that Omega modern shine. Then the bronze gold chronograph seconds hand and the bronze gold ring at the 3 o'clock give the watch just enough warmth. It is not fully two-tone, but it has that little bit of special detail that separates it from the standard black Seamaster chronograph. On my 6.5-inch wrist, this is definitely going to wear big, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat this. It's a big watch, but the NATO strap should help it feel a little more flexible and casual compared with a heavy steel bracelet. It also leans into the Bond look, especially with the black, gray, and beige colors. I, for one, though, would probably just go ahead and buy a bracelet for this piece because I like bracelets, and this might even look better on the bracelet. But I think it's a cool idea that they can let you choose from all the different straps from the game. I haven't played the game personally, but I hear it is pretty good. I also like that this is not just a normal Seamaster with a logo on the back. Omega used the chronograph because the subdials actually play a role in the 007 first game. And this is the first Bond Seamaster Diver 300M chronograph. That gives it a real reason to exist. The polished black ceramic pushers, the special NATO strap, the bronze gold chronograph details, and the First Light caseback all work together. The caliber 9900 is also a serious movement. It's automatic, column wheel, vertical clutch, 60 hours, master chronometer, 15,000 Gauss anti-magnetism, and the combined chronograph totalizer at the 3 o'clock. I love that layout because you can read elapsed hours and minutes in one place, almost like reading a second time display. So I recommend this piece for someone who loves Omega, loves Bond, and wants the Seamaster that feels the most like a modern gadget watch. It is not the most subtle Seamaster, and it is definitely not the smallest. But if you want the first Bond Seamaster chronograph with the black ceramic look, the 9900 movement, and the 007 First Light story, this is a very cool and very different addition to the lineup. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share with all of your friends and your family members too. I look forward to seeing you next video.